Yeah, I have Chase Nelson, our left-hander, who was incredible today. What a great atmosphere, and it's what you hope conference tournament, feels like, looks like. The two, I think, biggest fan bases for this tourney. Obviously, Southern Miss travels very well, as you can feel in here. But an incredible game. We botched it in the first, and that it proved to be. You never know when the moment is, and we gave extra outs in the first. Chase really battled through, executed. Kind of got the pop up, got the strikeout, and then we get the fly ball, and just unfortunate what happened, but. We had runners on and runners on and runners on, and we just weren't able to capitalize on the moment.
Coach, I know you've gotten similar questions all week, but now that your resume is complete, why should Troy be an NCAA tournament team?
I hope people watch college baseball. If we're not an NCAA tournament team, then no one's an NCAA tournament team. I mean, sure, you can give me a caveat of 8 to 10, some of the super special teams, the best teams in the country that money can buy, in the SEC and things of that nature, but I don't think it's even close. And we know how metrics are. I get all of it. You argue or you debate to your points, but just watch the games. We've gone and you want to use numbers? Well, our non-con RPI is sub 14. I know that's what it was at 4 a.m. this morning. I know our non-con training schedule was 46. That's elite. We play in a league that's put 4 teams in the NCAA tournament the last 3 years, and they all are reaching regional finals. And even our 23 team was one that didn't reach a regional final. We were obviously on the precipice of doing that. And we've done this not with all the bullets. We've been missing, our arms for 5 weeks, and we still go out there, no excuses. Last team in the country to not lose a series, and you look at the losses at the end, it's to the hottest team in the country. And they're great games. We had games to be won. Do I wish we got a hit today? Of course. But to me, it's not even close. And I don't know what we're doing if we're not. I don't even know how it's possible with 39 wins and all the things that we've done, and the challenging of ourselves, playing the SEC on the road multiple times, winning in the SEC on the road, the beating of Coastal, all the other things. That we don't have enough time to get into, but to me, it's not even close. And so, if you watch the games, which I know people do, just close your eyes, open your eyes, close them again. That's an NCAA tournament team to me, and we deserve to be in the field. And I have the belief that we will be here in about 48 hours. I really do.
Coach Scott Kirk, WDAM. Pitching wise, what was Southern Miss doing that you think was kind of keeping the hitters at bay?
Well, I mean, they kept them at bay, or didn't keep them at bay, and then we had runners on, and we just, at the moment, just got out of character. It felt like, and when I say out of character, just per individual, just there was times for pitches to take. We, anti-leveraged the counts. Just didn't produce with runners on. If you told me, hey, here's a script of the amount of times you have runners on, you probably would sign that deal, especially with the people that we had coming up. Our best guys who have been our best guys for 60 games. But it just wasn't meant to be, certainly. So there's a lot of moments there that were there to be had, and unfortunately, as the recipe's been a little bit, and we've had epic battles here with Southern Miss. Unfortunately, we've been one run on the wrong side many times, so we need to get over the hump, and we will. I know that, but credit to them. They're so well coached. They pitch so well, and they earned it. They earned it by making quality pitch after quality pitch.
Is there a frustration level? Run into a team so many times and, coming up maybe a run short here or there?
Oh, of course. I mean, now my respect for Southern Miss, there's no program in the country that's higher, because I know, like us, what great kids they have, what passion they have for the university, what great coaches in coaching that they get. Their guys get better. And there's just no nonsense. You watch a lot of these games, and, it's just... Sometimes it's a lot, the things going on, the banter back and forth. That's not what you see in Troy Southern Miss. And they've gotten the better of us. I tip my hat. We have to be better, and we have to have some guys that can handle the moment, handle when the Southern Miss people get loud, don't get sped up. We need to be better at that. But at the same token, it's with all respect in terms of what they've done to get the better of us in some of these moments.
Chase, what was the frustration level leaving the game?
It sucks to lose, but it was a good game. Like you said, you could say if we don't drop the puck fly, we win 1-0. But you know, Schrader's been a guy for us all year. He is one of my teammates, so he did not lose that game for us. We lost together. Yeah, I mean, it's frustrating to lose to a good team like that, but you know, like you said, it's one of the hottest teams in the country. You know, we're one of the best teams in the country, so are they. So that's how those games are going to go. But you know, hopefully we get to strap it up again next week and leave it out there like we did today.
The injury was a cramp.
Yeah, I had just a little thumb cramp out there, a slider, and kind of just my thumb kind of gave out a little bit. So I tried to grab the ball and throw a warm-up pitch again, but you know, my thumb just kind of wouldn't stop cramping. So we gave it to Dill, and what other guy would you want to give it to?
How much lead time did you have on preparation for the start? When did you know you were going to get the ball, and what did that look like for you?
I got told last night at like 9:30. You know, it doesn't matter when you get told when it's your time to go. You do it for your team. That's what I tried to do. I tried to go out there and give us a chance. And our guys gave us a chance. You know, we just come up 1 minute short. You know, you do what you can do. You go out there and get outs. There's nothing more to it.
Skylar, does it make it a little easier to stomach just knowing that you left 12 guys on, and obviously the playing right could have changed things? You know, obviously no loss is easy, but just knowing that you guys were in it, a lot of times those are going to go your way.
Yeah, of course. I mean, there's the element of, you know, you feel like you do a lot of great things, like Chase said too. You know, I think was emblematic of our guys. You know, and this isn't like we lost. But like he talks about Schrader comes back, base hit. Like that's the toughness that our guys exude. I know this maybe isn't the question, but like here's what people don't know about Chase Nelson. This guy's had Tommy John twice. When he was supposed to be at our school a year earlier, and he didn't have usage of his left arm for 4 months after his second surgery, and wasn't able to come that year because of just he had to get some more classes because of the things he had gone through with his arm. That's the kind of guys that we have in our program. That's the kind of guys that people should want to see next week, because you have guys that it wasn't easy. This guy didn't have usage of his arm. He'd call me every week. I started to get feeling in one of my fingers. I started to get this. I started to get that. Like, and yet we said this guy's character makeup, what he's about deep down that you can't see unless you actually know him. That's why we went to him, and that's why last night it was pretty easy at 9:30, like he said, to say, hey, you're going to get the ball, and I have no worries about the result because I know you're going to compete at the highest level, because this is easy. You competing out there is easy. You've been through some way worse stuff in your life, and I was just so proud you got to showcase that for everyone watching.